Guys, how you doing? Can you hear me? Can I get a test here? Should be working. I was talking earlier. Yes, yes. Well, there's a couple people out there. Maybe everybody's straggling in here. How's it going? Hope everybody's doing all right. It's going to be me and Edward with you today. Phil's hanging out in the background. Dave's out handling some important business, as he would say. So we're just going to take this one pretty casual and take some questions on Wrecking Ball. If anybody here want to jump in first, you got a chance to get yours going right away.
I guess we should start first with who's brand new into Wrecking Ball right now.
Yeah, because I only see mostly. Okay, there's a new guy. Brandon, welcome. How are you? Rick, welcome. It's up to you. Let's see. You know what, Juan? We were just discussing that before the call. Looks like that's going to be the confirm right there, Ed. But I'll put that in the PM. It looks like they meant to add it with the update today. Because if you click the update today, you would see that it would say adding the coupons training PDF. And if you log out and log back in and go over to training, it is not there. So we will get that fixed, and it will likely be in there tomorrow with an update. But in the meantime, I can put a link to that in the box really quick if you give me a second here. Because I know we put it in our Think Tank Facebook group. But not everybody has access there. Oh, Juan, I think you do, but yeah, that's fine. I'll grab it anyway. There she is. Alright, and I can put that one in the chat for everybody there. Okay. So if you're looking for the coupon PDF that isn't in there right now, which will be in there tomorrow, you can get that with the link in the chat box. Let's see. I get message cannot be found. You click on videos or PDF. Like one of these videos? One of these videos, David? That's new too. I like that a lot. Do you have the latest version? David, do you know? Not sure why that would be happening for you. If you could get a support ticket in, maybe it might be. Have you tried different browsers and
make sure Java is enabled on your browser first and foremost.
Make sure you got Java in there. All right. Well, put a support ticket in on that one, and we can help you. I don't know if anybody else is having that trouble. I mean, they're in there. But we can help you get to that. So he's got 3. All right. Well, we'll look into that. We'll take that as a note, and we'll get you taken care of, David. There are a number of videos missing and no PDF. The ones that don't have videos have been relabeled with this coming soon thing, and as long as you've been updating, you should have substantially more PDFs available now, because they've been kind of drip fed in the last week or two. We've been adding a bunch more, so just make sure you're updating. Let's see. Yeah, videos run in Firefox and not in Internet Explorer. I think, Ed, would you know why that would be, besides the fact that Internet Explorer is kind of falling off?
You should be able to log in with Internet Explorer. There's actually a block. If you try to log in with Internet Explorer, it tells you can't log in. So I don't know how you're getting in.
It's going in the back end. Let's see. Another issue, download PDF for, which one? SMS Gateway? Huh. Interesting. Alright.
That is
Take note of
weird.
that one as well. I think that might have to do with being a 404, and that's where my server spit me out after that. But yeah,
Oh, that's
we'll
your
look into that one
default, yeah.
too. I don't know why. Matter of fact, while we're talking about it, so I don't forget, maybe I'll just check real quick. Okay, and I mean, we don't want to waste the whole call with this kind of thing, you know. Obviously, if it's something that needs to be fixed like that, uh, support ticket would be better so that we can get to what does work in the system and explaining, you know, setting up stuff for you guys or anything like that, unless, you know, you're having a terrible time. So it seems to be working here on the dev site, so we'll have to look into that though. Okay. Let me see if I can find a good question here.
Let's start with Ganti. He's up towards the top.
Where are you looking?
3:02 p.m.
I am not new, but I need some more info. My domain is pointing to your servers, and I am getting ready to update to 6.0. Is there anything I need to do prior to updating to 6.0? Ganti, you should have received, when you did install on our servers, you still should have gotten your cPanel info. I would recommend, especially if you already have campaigns running and you're at version 5 still, to go and log in and to back up your database and your directory in case there is any trouble. There shouldn't be. And to be honest with, I don't know how far back you are, but you may need to put in a support ticket if you're back too far in order to get that done. I know at a certain point, going back too much, then we got to do it manually for you. Just so.
Yeah, especially going from 5 to 6, we just want to make sure that some important data isn't lost on your server in the transition. So that's why we have this done manually, so it gives you time to do what you need to do to back up your data.
Right. And I mean, if there's no campaigns or anything you're worried about like that, then go ahead and do it. And, you know, if it should be fine. So let's see. Trying to scroll back up here and get some more questions.
Question about burst SMS. I think this was discussed on the last call. I think for the time being that's to be placed on hold because I believe we're investigating and possibly moving forward with getting an Australian shortcode, which is a lot cheaper than burst SMS.
Yep, and we're getting that squared away right now as we speak. Let's see. Mark says, could you just go over the basic purpose and implementation of Woot text, like what will this do for the customer? You'd be a little not quite sure what you mean there, Mark. You know, when you implement the Woot text part of it, that's when you can use the 69696 shortcode, which would be, you know, obviously easier for the end user to text into than a long code, but
and of course there's inherent benefits that go along with using the shortcode. First and foremost, you get up to 30 sends per second compared to a long code where it's only 1 send per second. So for those of you with bigger lists, up in the 500s and thousands and maybe even beyond that, you're going to find yourself sitting in front of your computer waiting for all those sends to go if you're using a long code. Using a short code, you push the button, in less than a minute you could be on your merry little way doing the next thing of business.
Right, absolutely. Let's see. Bill has a question that says, tell me about the alternative landing page to SPS. I tried to go direct to WBSMS, but that assumes you already have an account. There is no obvious way for a new business to open a trial account without the SPS front end. Okay, for some of you that don't know, we used to, when Wrecking Ball was pretty young, had a, I guess, companion piece of software, you could say, that went along with this. That was a front-end type lead generator for your Wrecking Ball system. we kind of, you know, in order to get this wrecking ball system to where it's at these days, we kind of let SPS go, but in place of that, we do have this admin side that does almost everything that SPS did, and then when you go and make your payment packages, Bill, really all you're going to do is you're going to make the package, and then you're going to basically just copy and paste this. I'll show you what it looks like. You can copy this to any website that you want, and it's going to be a buy button for that package that you've created. So, it's going to be this image here, but when they click on that button, it's going to take them straight to here.
Also, Eric, I want to add too, just I don't know if you knew or not, but I actually tasked the development team to do this 3 weeks ago. The system, V6, version 6, can be used with SPS still. So that means all of your free trials can still be run off of SPS, and then all the free trial accounts will be placed into your admin center of your SMS campaigns. And if later on you choose to convert them over to a full-fledged member, obviously you have to do just like in the V5, come in here, click on Manage Client Accounts, and create a new client and set them up.
Right. So, Bill, if you're still using SPS and you know had a concern with it not working with version 6, it does work with version 6. You know, pretty much if you don't know what SPS is, that's fine, because that's pretty much a topic for another time, to be honest. That's kind of a big hill to tackle. Let's see. Sorry, guys, trying to scan for another good question. GC, I put the support desk link in the chat box a little while ago, so that should be in there if you need. That's all he was asking for, is a support desk link. Let's see. After adding an autoresponder to a campaign, I get message, no autoresponder found. Go to campaign. It's just a regular keyword campaign, Gary? You there, Gary? Okay. Gary, elaborate if you can a little bit, and we'll try and get that answered. Should be able to add autoresponders just fine. You have to make sure, I believe it's in advanced options in step 6, you have to activate them, and you should be able to add them just below down here. Okay, trivia campaign, and he does have it activated. Where does it show you an error? Like in a text message or in your system? Like you started just like this and you went in and you made, like, where you got the error right here when you tried to make one? Let's see. No, in the box below. What do you mean? Did you get this far where you were able to add an autoresponder? Where it says My SMS autoresponders, you have an error right here. I would say first make sure you can that you're up at the latest version, and if you are and you're still having trouble with it, get a support ticket in. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what that would be, but we'll try and get you helped. Let's see. one file. Does anybody here have a headset that wants to come on? I hate to just kind of sit here and read off questions and look for the best one, but we would definitely love to have anybody come on as, you know, a guest with a microphone. If anybody wants to join, definitely put your hand up. Abe, you got your hand up. Did you want to come on and speak with us here? Get a question or two answered? Give me a yes if you want to come on, Abe. Maybe not. Brad says yes, but Brad's hand is down. Brad, you want to come on? Now it's up. All right, Brad, I'll bring you on. Let's see. Brad, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hey, we can hear you just fine.
All right. Hey, guys.
What's going on?
Man, I love this system. I'll tell you what. It's absolutely incredible what you guys are doing.
Well, thank you. And we try, that's for sure.
Yeah, you guys, it's amazing. Yeah, I just got a couple questions. Number one, obviously the reason that I don't have the videos and all that stuff in there is because I haven't updated. And I got to looking, and I'm like, okay, go downstairs and talk to your mama. I can't talk to you right now. Sorry about that.
No problem.
I have a question. Where am I at? Okay, so I'm logged in, and how do I update?
If you need to update this, like, okay, so we'll go to the main screen. This is where you first go when you first log in.
Correct.
You go and you click Manage up top.
Okay.
And if you have an update available, there'll be a red button over here.
Oh, there it is.
And you just click it, and then you should be good to go from there.
Okay. Now, I've got one other, well, I guess actually a couple questions here. Yeah, okay, so I'm updating now, so we'll get that done. Now, I have a gentleman that purchased, like, you know, way back when, like on version 5, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he just called me and said, yikes, I'm down to like 93 text messages. It used to give me, you know, so many every month, and it hasn't since April. And I'm like, oh, great, thanks for contacting me. But anyway, what I'm thinking is that probably the payment is not connected with the system, so I'm assuming that's why he's not getting additional texts.
So you're saying he was your customer in V5 originally?
Yeah, way
I'm
back.
wondering if there was an expiration on the package that you had set up in V5, which is why they're not getting billed anymore.
Well, he's still paying through PayPal. It still comes in, but I think it's completely outside the system. So should I just say, hey, look, on your next, we're going to cancel this subscription. On your next subscription, click here and pay it?
Yeah, I would have them set up with a new billing cycle on a new payment plan.
So that it goes through the system and...
Correct. That'd be the best way to do it, instead of taking a payment from the outside and depending on the system to give credits for nothing. Because essentially, our system, the way it's designed now, it's relating payments to additional credits.
Right.
It just won't assign credits on a monthly basis.
Right. Okay. All right. And then, let's see, I think I had one final question. What was it? Let me look here. Oh, yeah. So, okay, so I'm logged in, and I was getting ready to look for the update, which thank you for helping me with that one. And I noticed this big, it's obviously I haven't gone onto the Manage platform for a while. It says coupon builder and appointment reminders added to the installs. Do not click if you already have Geo Coupon Commander. Now I do, but I haven't done anything with the Geo Coupon Commander. Does that integrate with the Wrecking Ball system?
What this note right here, this is the note you're talking about, I'm assuming here.
Right.
This is if you don't have GeoCoupon Commander. Originally, we were going to make the coupon an extra module on the side.
Okay.
But we went ahead and made it active for everybody. So originally it was going to be if you didn't have GeoCoupon Commander already, it wasn't going to show up in your Wrecking Ball. So actually this should be changed and disregarded, as a matter of fact. So.
Oh yeah, because I see on here I've got appointments and coupons.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not going to it's not going to mess up your GeoCoupon Commander or anything like that. That should go away. We'll remove that. Thank you for pointing that out.
You're quite welcome.
Can I do anything else for you while we got you?
No, that was the three major questions, and just always am so appreciative for everything that you guys do. You've made my life so much easier. It's amazing.
Okay, thanks. Glad to hear it, Brad. We'll talk to you again soon then.
All right, thanks.
All right. Abe, your hand is still up, but I don't know if he ever responded and said he wanted to come on. Gary's got a hand up. Oh, Abe responded back yes. Let me get Abe first, and then Gary, you're next if you want to jump on. Let's see. Abe, can you hear me?
Eric, that one ticket that Abe put in, I believe that was sent on to the developers on that one deal that he responded there.
Can you hear us, Abe? He should be unmuted. Do you have a
Going
microphone?
once. Going twice.
All right, Abe. It doesn't sound like you got a microphone right now. If you can maybe work that out, and we'll get you back on. But for now, let's get Gary. Gary, you're on next. Gary, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what a deal. Technology's great, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
I tell people I'm on a learning curve that's straight up.
Aren't we all? Yeah.
I've got a couple questions. I sent in a support ticket a week and a half ago or so, and I think it overwhelmed them because it had several questions on there. One of my questions is when I used the countdown widget, it didn't seem like the timer automatically started on my coupon page. I didn't know if I was doing something wrong or how to get that to actually start counting down.
It's
I wondered if I missed something.
It might have something to do with JavaScript being enabled or not enabled, but it's always worked okay for me. Let me just go ahead and set one up really quick just to.
You want to just log into my stuff and take a look at it?
Well, I don't want you to have to give your stuff over the air. Okay. What I usually try to do is like check really quick to make sure if it works on our end over here, then it's probably going to be a some type of bug or hiccup in yours. Either are you on a HostGator server? Do you know?
Yes.
Or something different? Okay.
HostGator.
It shouldn't be the server. So you're not getting that showing up at all?
Let me see. I get that to show up, but it doesn't start counting down. It just shows all zeros. It flashes through like it wanted to do something, and then it just shows 0, 0, 0, 0.
And do you have?
Eric, show them what your settings are just to verify.
Yeah, I was gonna. Do you make sure this end time here is completed or filled in?
Let me see. You know, that might be what's wrong. I didn't totally understand end time. I just put a 7 in there. I thought that would be 7 days. Maybe that's my error.
Yeah, and actually you want to make sure you have the latest update, because I think one of the first coupon updates when we first showed up in here, it didn't have the picker on here. I think you had to manually enter the date.
So you need
to see when I'm clicking here and I select the date, the timing is here, right? So I can pick, 2:30 is the time here on July 25th, and that's the time it's counting down to in this time.
I totally did that wrong. I'm sorry. Now I see how to properly do it. Another question I have is on the redeem button widget. there's a place that says select page, and I put a page in there that I thought would display, but nothing comes up after I put a page in that select page spot.
Okay, so what this does, your select page is if you have a refresh period, right? The refresh period is if I go I'm a customer and I hit redeem and I redeem the offer, right?
Right. Okay, I think I've
refresh period is going to be how long before they can come back and redeem it again. Right, so if I put 7 here, so that's going to be 7 days before they can come back and do it again. This select page drop down, that's going to be in this 7-day period. If they try to visit this page URL again, it's going to go to this page. Until that period is over, then they'll be able to come back to this page again. This page that I'm on here.
Okay, I remember that now on the webinars.
Yeah.
Now, similar to that on the Scratch and Share widget, it says After Scratch Page display, and I didn't understand what that one is.
Yep, that is the After Scratch page. Okay, so you're going to be scratching a foreground image. Let me actually pull up. If you look to, Garrett, I put in the chat box the PDF for the coupon. We just finished it, so this is a new guide that we have.
I saw that.
So I don't know if you've seen this yet, but so when we go to a page, we're going to be scratching this foreground image away.
Correct.
When the foreground image is all the way cleared, the background image becomes a clickable link, which would link to whichever page you select in this drop.
Oh, okay, great. The whole page becomes a link.
Right, so you send them off to another page, essentially.
Oh, perfect. Simple. Way
Which
simple.
is optional there, obviously, but yeah, so if you want to have them click, after the scratch and take them to their sorry you're not a winner page, or, opt in to receive your award, or however you want to work it, that kind of thing.
Okay, thank you.
Sure, no problem. And yeah, this PDF should do you some real good. It's got a lot of good info for this coupons. Goes through all over the widgets and all that good stuff. So
I had another real quick question. I've never used autoresponders before. Do all concurrently running campaigns require a different Twilio number?
No, they do not. You can use one Twilio long code number for multiple campaigns.
Okay.
And there used to be exceptions to that, but Ed, correct me if I'm wrong. I think we cleared all those out. And now that it used to be viral and loyalty and trivia, I think you could not use. They had to be exclusively for those campaigns, but they did fix that. As far as I'm aware, you can use a phone number across as many different campaigns as you like. You just obviously can't mix keywords between campaigns.
Okay. I didn't know if they'd get a busy signal if one was being used or...
Nope.
Okay, my last question. Sorry to keep you guys on the phone here, but I hope maybe these will benefit other people too. After I do a coupon and tap through it and it comes to the thank you page, is there something I can do when somebody's sitting on that thank you page to take them to another page? I guess what I sort of thought would happen would be after the thank you page, then they would actually see the coupon again and maybe be able to download that onto their phone or something, so when they went into the restaurant they could actually show the coupon, or I get lost there.
All right. If you look at, let's see, the redeem button, and we'll put out our scarcity widget. For those of you who don't know, if you're using a redeem button, you need to have a scarcity widget to tell how many redemptions you're allowed. You can put it as high as you want, but you still need to have this widget. If you don't want it to show on your page, you can click this and it'll turn the display off, so it won't show the widget on your page, but you still need it here, and the redemption limit needs to be filled out. And Gary, if you look, this redeem prompt right here, this is where you would want to word that properly, so where you'd have what I usually put here. This is going to be when the user presses redeem, they're going to get a prompt that has the choice OK or cancel.
Right.
And they'll see this prompt. And what we usually put is something like
only redeem in front of a clerk.
Correct. Yep.
Now
Are you sure?
Suppose
sure
they
the
don't
clerk-
redeem now, they want to redeem it in front of a clerk. How do they get back to that page so they can show the clerk the coupon? That's another question I had.
Well, they would just return, I mean, depends on how you're delivering them their URL here. But, I mean, if there was a text message, as in, you know, click the link to claim your offer, they could just click that link again. As long as they didn't redeem it, you know, the first time they clicked it, they can click it and return to that page as many times as they want.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, lots of sense.
Okay.
Like I say, my learning curve is out of control.
No problem. No problem. Yeah, then I mean, if most of the stuff is the coupons for you, then this guide here should do you some good.
Yeah, I just downloaded that, so I'll take a look at it. Thanks for your time.
Sure, no problem. Let me recopy that because I know somebody else was asking about where to get it. They might have been a little bit late, but I reposted that in the chat box. Gary, I'm going to cut you loose unless there was anything else.
Well, let me just clarify this. So somebody gets the thank you page after redeeming the coupon. What do they do after that thank you page? Do they just, are they done, or could we direct them
They're pretty
somewhere
much
else?
done. They
was
redeem.
Go ahead,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut
I
you
was
off.
thinking after the thank you page, it might be neat. Could we throw in a link to maybe take somebody to a company's mobile website or something?
Not on the actual page, and I don't know if you can make this text right here will show up on your thank you page. I don't know if that would become a clickable link if you put a link in there. But really, at that point, it's kind of just, you can upload an image if you want to scan the UPC or label or anything like that for the system. But at that point, the redeem has already been tracked. You know, in your system, you know that it's been redeemed. So it's not really meant to be.
I'll say this, though, and it hasn't been tested. I'm pretty sure it might work. You can probably put an href tag into that thank you page text. And
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
There you go.
I'm almost positive it'll work.
So you could say tap here for a mobile site or something.
Correct.
Yeah.
Since I don't know HTML, you're way over my head now.
Well,
Oh, I see. You just
if
put
it
in an
turns out,
href
yeah.
and then a link, huh?
Let me see. Try and do this really quick here. Yeah, we're just.
You got to put the .com at the end of Google.
Thank you. And should be good. Oh, page title. Okay, so we'll redeem it. Are you sure? Is the clerk present? Yeah, sure. Look at that. Good to go.
Wow, that is slick. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I learned something today.
You know, another thing that just popped into my mind that I thought would be
Yeah.
neat would be if you guys could have demos that we could download that would have demo coupons already set up, so maybe we could just put images in there and then study what's going on so we could figure out.
Yeah,
How to set up
we're
again.
trying to get to that level. I don't know if you're familiar with our loyalty software, but we've kind of got that deal running with loyalty, and we can try and work out the same for coupons and Wrecking Ball and such. It's hard to do because of the fact that you can use it for pretty much anything. So,
Yeah, there's so many different options. I'm just trying to shorten my learning curve, but I
Sure.
think I've probably dominated this call for too much right now. Anyway, thank you for your time.
No, I appreciate having you, Gary.
Thanks.
We'll do another one of these soon. We'd love to have you again.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So going well. Anybody else
Eric,
want
real
to
quick, let's
venture
go
out?
over.
Yeah.
Eric, real quick, let's go over changing the logo for the client side.
Okay. Just going to go into your Manage here, and I believe that's
Settings.
under Payment Packages,
Settings.
right?
Settings.
Okay. Thank you.
Then you're going to go to Layout, and that's where you upload your logo.
Right here.
Now keep in mind too that see that logo at the very top left of Eric's page there? Let's show them that page real quick.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That logo is not editable from within the system, but if you, Eric, why don't you right-click that logo and get the URL, image URL? I think you can copy link location. What you could do, if you want to use your own branding, is upload a logo.png into your images directory. And that'll override the default logo. And one more, Eric, I want to show. Go back to the home page where all the campaigns are. You'll see in the second box below it says new to our SMS gateway. Somebody had a question about changing this image. Same method applies. If you right click on that image, it'll give you the URL and you just replace that image, so you can have, instead of having new to our SMS gateway, you can put your own little message there. You chose the background, but yeah, you get the point.
Well, I didn't know which one you were talking about. Where
The
do
new
you...
to our SMS gateway. See that? The writing? The writing above that. See that? Nope, not in the pencil.
Oh, this?
Right there.
That's
Yeah,
an image?
That's an image.
Huh. I didn't know that was an image. Alrighty. So we got another one knocked out. Cool. Does anybody else have a microphone and want to venture on and get live questions answered? Brandon Gompers says, yes, yes, me. Brandon, you are on. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, Eric. Hey, Ed. How you doing?
Doing great.
Great. What can we do for you?
Under Manage SMS Clients, actually, I'm going to go on to another question. Hang on. I had a list here. It was about setting up a new client. Can you clarify the sub-accounts button, like when it would be appropriate to click that box and what exactly it's for?
I believe this is if you already have, say for example, you have a client you already set up with a long code phone number and everything in your Twilio. If you go to your Twilio, yeah, mine's going to be maybe locked out because I didn't renew my payment here. But when you go here, switch accounts. I don't even know if I have. It'll create a sub account right here every time you create a new client. So if you already have, a whole bunch of them and you're not really trying to create more in your Twilio account, you can click this and it's going to bring up your sub accounts if you want to use one that you already have.
I guess a really good example here would be, let's say if you're using another SMS system that uses Twilio and you're converting over to Wrecking Ball and you just want to import that number back into that person's account on your Wrecking Ball, you could do that from right here.
There you go.
Okay, great. Thank you, Ed.
Thanks, Ed. Perfect.
My other question was on the SMS random winner generator. That's the winning number icon.
Mm-hmm.
It would be great if the name tag worked, since I already captured their name during the original campaign. Because right now it's coming back and saying,
Yes, actually,
hi.
Blank.
You got the name merge tag and it doesn't work?
The name merge tag is coming back in the actual SMS instead of their actual name.
All right.
Yeah, Eric, there is a task on this already, but you might want to put a reminder in there.
Cool. Yeah, that'll be my reminder right there.
Okay, and the other thing that I noticed is that if you were to have an SMS set up where it says, hey, you won today's contest, and there's an apostrophe in today's,
Apostrophe deal.
so there's a, I guess there'll be a forward slash that's been inserted before the apostrophe.
And that's in the winner message, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, that's what they call in PHP coding an escape, and we'll have that taken care of for you too.
Okay, great. And the ability to take long code subscribers but send them SMSs through the root text shortcode, when is that feature going live? Dave had recently talked about it.
That should already be live. As long as your opt-ins are coming in from a long code and from the Wrecking Ball system, you should be able to send from the shortcode right now.
Okay, I don't have the shortcode set up. It was just a question I was asking for when I do get to the situation where my long code lists are extremely large.
Yeah, you should just be able to switch over at that point then and use it, right, Ed? Yeah,
hey guys, how many Wrecking Ball SMS?
What's great once you plug in the shortcode with your campaigns that you have long codes set up already, you should still be able to use both numbers for your customers to opt in. But you can use either number, either the long code or the short code, to send mass SMS. It's totally up to you.
Right, and when I go to send the mass SMS, I take it there'll be a box that I can click off to use?
Correct. It'll be like disable long code or disable short code.
Okay, got it. My other question is, how many Wrecking Ball SMS customers do you guys currently have using the short codes? Because I believe Dave said you guys were going to cap it at about 150 people, so I'm curious how many spaces might be left, if you know.
That's about right, but you're more than welcome since you are a monthly subscriber. We can fit you in because from time to time we do have people that drop off because of life problems. You know, they can't afford it or they just hit a financial bind. So yeah, there's definitely openings that come up every month. So yeah, you're more than welcome to investigate joining at any time.
Okay, great. I got two last quick questions that I hope are benefiting others on the call. Is there a way to give login access to a virtual assistant but block certain abilities such as delete client accounts or delete current campaigns? Meaning I don't want them screwing with things that could ruin my business, but I want to allow access into the system by a VA.
Really, the only way to do that would be to give them their own client account and give that client account whatever access you want, but they'd still be able to delete campaigns and such like that. But no,
If you're uncomfortable with that happening, you probably shouldn't use a virtual assistant to begin with.
I knew you had that answer ready, Ed. Okay, sounds good. Lastly, what's the fastest way to pull up a list of all the campaigns belonging to a specific client where I'm only looking at their campaigns and not mixing it in with other clients?
Log into that client's account. If you just go to manage.
You're going to log in as them and then go to my SMS campaigns. Sorry, Eric.
I am not, because I'm offering a done-for-you service, I'm not logging in where you have your cursor, but are you telling me to answer my question of what's the fastest way to pull up their accounts, I should log in just to their account?
Yeah.
Yeah, to be able to see all their subscribers in one spot, that's where you're gonna have to go to see them. Correct.
Okay, because I might have a situation where a client says, "Hey, I want to talk about my account. I mean my campaigns, and I want to quickly just go to a page that shows only their campaigns. I don't want to have to sort through multiple client campaigns. So logging into their account is the fastest way to pull up that list, correct?
Eric, he can just click My SMS Campaigns. Click on My SMS Campaigns below, right there. Those are all the active campaigns for this particular client in Eric's system.
And if you want, same with subscribers, I can go to My Subscribers. But yeah, and when you do that as an admin, I didn't know this even until just a little bit ago, but you're still cookied as admin. I'm logged in as a client, but these are all my admin functions. I can still return and manage from here, so that it doesn't, you don't have to physically log into their system and everything like that. You could just click this to take you over to their side of it.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys. I appreciate your time and the answers.
No problem, Brennan. Thanks for coming.
Sure.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, moving right along. Has anybody, Ed, anything popped up in the text that you noticed that jumped out at you?
Yeah, a couple things, but I've officially lost my Q&A window. I don't know where it's at, man.
Larry's got a mic. Let's bring on Larry. So he's got a quick question and a mic. Let's see. Where is Larry?
There it is.
Hey, Larry.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
Good, good. Hey, thanks for having me on. Yeah, I've got a quick question. I've been wearing you guys out in support recently between loyalty and this. On the contest portion, wasn't there a place a while back, I thought it was in maybe 5, where you could actually put in the number of days before someone could re-log back in or re-text the contest? You know what I'm talking about?
Hang on, let me get to contest here. I think I know what you're talking about, but let me just make sure. You couldn't find it in
That was
here?
part of loyalty.
No, it used to be, I thought in contest that you could put the number of days. I'm trying to make it where I can have someone text in again like they're starting anew instead of receiving the if member message.
I think you could do that by just leaving if member blank. I'm pretty sure we had that conversation with people before, and we had that added because of that, because they wanted to have the contest run essentially perpetually. But that doesn't change.
In other words, there was a thing we had before where you could say, you know, it's like a weekly contest. So if they came in with inside the week, it would give them the you can't do this. You've already done it for this week, and then the next week they could log back in like it's a new contest.
That sounds like loyalty.
Yeah, that's probably what you want to be doing.
Where's that in loyalty? Show me it. I'm trying to make this where I can people can continue to log in and receive the initial message if they need to, more than once. In other words, 2 or 3 days later, without receiving the already a member message.
And I'm not so sure loyalty is exactly what you're looking for either, unless you just make. Well, yeah.
Well, I guess I was wanting them to be able to restart the whole thing over again, either getting the initial message. Really, is all I was wanting.
Try it without the if member filled in at all. Leave that blank and give it a shot. Let us know if it doesn't work for you. You know where to find this. I know, right?
Yeah.
But as far as I know, for one of these we had that added, and I think it was contests, because we had somebody who wanted to do
Where's
like
it at in
oil
contest?
changes.
Yeah.
As far yeah, but I don't know if that was on V5.
We had it at some point because I remembered seeing it, that you could actually say they could. It gave you the option of allowing them to come back into the system in a week, like if you renewed. Because once they play the contest, if they come back in, no matter when, they're going to still get that same. They're going to get the "you're already a member" message. I would assume, maybe not. And that seems kind of weird.
You're
I mean,
saying
you can only run the contest one time.
If you set you gotta set the winning number. And then
okay, so the winning number is what it keys off of. Is that what you're saying, Ed?
Correct. And then you can set if you want that same winner to be on every cycle, you check off per cycle.
Same winner. So if let me give you my scenario. I wanted someone to be able to text in today to the contest, and then tomorrow, if they text in again, I want them to start the contest over again. How would I set that up in here?
Yeah, we probably need a date feature in here.
Well, you don't have to set it up to do that for me, but you know what I'm saying.
Idea.
Could I, if I left it at
anytime
0?
it's a good idea, we're going to implement it. You know.
Yeah, because it seemed like to me you would have to set a day. So you're saying the winning number has to be met.
I think it was like a contest refresh days or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was.
I think that was from V5, and I don't know if it ever got carried over, but we will get that looked at.
Okay, cool.
Put that in a note list there. You got anything else for us while you're
no, sir.
While you're here with us?
Thank you guys for all your help and support. I really appreciate it. It's just great to have such great support.
No problem, Larry. Glad to have you. See ya. All right. Let's see. When creating packages, what does the billing cycle in months mean? Let me get over there. Payment packages. go to edit one. And it's, what is the billing cycle in months mean?
That's how many months the cycle goes on. So every 30 days, how many 30-day increments? You do like 200 if you wanted to have it go for infinity. Put $1 million in there. But I think PayPal does have a limit. I have to find out what that limit is.
Yeah, I think JVZoo has that limit or something like that. It's like 3 years worth or something.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, 36 months, I think. But, you know, put 6 in there and have them renegotiate their contract every 6 months. Would be my suggestion there. Let's see.
I renegotiate every month.
Can someone subscribe by simply dialing the long code without entering a keyword? They can, Derek, if you set up a call flow for that. It's not going to do it. Well, it could if you set it up to do that. If you go to your home page when you first come in, you go to your IVR VM. That's your interactive voice responder and voicemail system. And you're going to set up a call flow. Let's see. Click this button over here. We'll make a new one. If you want it just to subscribe them, as soon as they call your number, just do subscribe and you select the campaign. Chances are you'd want to have something more in depth like this. You'd have a greeting and you could say to subscribe. So you probably want to do it like this, where you can give an option to subscribe by pressing 1 or unsubscribe by pressing 2. And then from there, you put your next menu. And actually, I kind of messed that up. We're actually going to put next menu here because you can put that greeting right there. Apologize. I hope that made sense. But put your next menu. This is the text it's going to read as soon as I call. Subscribe to VRP text list, press 1. To unsubscribe, press 2. And then this could be 1 and 2. And this would be subscribe. This would be unsubscribe. And then select whichever list you want. And then you got to save it up here. And you would just, right here, this icon, select the long code number that you want associated with that. So that when somebody calls that phone number, that's going to be the call flow that they get. So I hope that helps with that one. I think that was...
Eric, real quick, we had a couple questions of people who were lost. They can't find the IVR in their list. Can you show them how to activate that?
How to activate this?
Yeah, in the app tools.
Yeah.
For a client.
If you're an admin, yeah, okay, for clients, sure. If you're in a client and you can't find that, you go to payment packages in your... This is your admin dashboard. You got to go to your payment packages. Whichever package the client is on that you cannot see that in. For example, I think this guy doesn't, but we'll show you. You edit it, or so this is going to be every box that's checked down here. They can see. So if I want to give them access to that, is this? Maybe that's what they were talking about. Is this what this means, Ed? Telephony?
Yeah, that's telephony, yeah.
Okay. Maybe we should relabel that. Maybe that's what they meant. They couldn't find it in there. But anything checked here, the client is going to have access to. So if it's not checked here and they're on this package, they will not see it. If you only want to give them access to standard campaigns, the IVR, and let's say, you know, add credits, you probably always want to give them the chance to always add that, and check the subscriber list and send bulk SMS. You know, and you can use all these extra add-ons as upsells for your business. I mean, viral SMS campaigns and upsell. You know, a loyalty SMS campaign is an upsell. So try and grab them on the, you know, packages with less features and then upsell your way to more. Is what I would say there. Let's see. Could you do a short verbal or visible demo of how I would put a whisper message to the call destination just before the call is connected in an IVR sequence. Absolutely. That one's actually pretty easy. That's back where we were from the main dashboard in the IVR. If that's what you wanted to do, say for example you're going to go from call forward, and you could actually, just to give you a little bit of a visual, you can do that from any menu. So say press 1 for subscribe, okay, and then press 2 to be forwarded to our sales guy, right? So if they press 2, it's going to call forward, right? You're going to enter the phone number you want it to forward it to, and if you want to whisper, you just click that little text thing and you can type the text. What this does, in case you don't know, when it forwards to this number here, the person who answers the call is going to hear this text read off. So that could be, you have a new sales lead, right? So you can get the guy ready for it, know it, and you could even continue this so that each one, if they press 2 to check out address number 2, well, okay, you have a new lead for address 2, right? If they press 3, have it forward again, but this time this is a lead for, address 3.
I think we could use merge tags in there, can't we?
Possible. I think you could use phone number, and that might be it. I'm not sure which other one you could use, but that's unverified at this point. But I hope. Let's see, who said that? James. I hope that helps. Oh, can you go slow so I can? Did you get a snapshot of that, James? Hopefully. Well, we'll put a replay of this up anyway, so if not, you could also send an email. Yes, you could also make it send an email. You can make it do whatever you like. Let's see. If you manually add a client and manually add a package to that client, can you auto-bill them via the system? Does the system recognize when they're at the end of the month and switch off their account if they haven't paid, or will you always have to do it manually? As far as I know, if you enter them manually in the system, you have to, yes, you would have to manually monitor and add credits for them as well. Is that correct, Ed? Do you know?
Yeah, that's right.
The only way to automate it is if they come in through one of your payment buttons, as of right now. Let's see. Saved $1 million for a programmer. God bless you. Well, James, if you paid $1 million to get this program, you'd be overpaying. But yeah, no problem, James. Glad to have you here. Does anybody else have a microphone and want to jump in? We're probably gonna take a couple more here and get it wrapped up for the afternoon. Got a think tank call to start thinking about for tomorrow. Let's see, we got Ed Keeley. I hope I'm saying that right, Ed. Wants to come on. Ed, can you hear me?
Hi guys, how you doing?
Hey, can barely hear you. I don't know if it's just catching on here, but
Let me get a little closer then. How's this?
still a little faint, but I think we can manage.
Oh, okay. Sorry guys. Actually, I hope I'll just speak a little louder. Is this okay, guys?
Yeah,
better.
that's better. Yep.
Okay, I'll talk loud. Sorry. Hey, great talking to you. Both of you, and again, I'm one of those guys that probably burn up a support ticket, so I apologize for being one of those people that takes 3 or 4 times to understand what you're trying to tell me.
No problem.
Anyway, my main question is on the in the settings in appointment reminder. They're different than what they were. I have this set up when it was a standalone version before it was integrated into Wrecking Ball. And if you could go over in the settings, I have this in an attorney's office, and they love it from the old version. Now, as you can see in settings, we have a cancel. We have different features here. And would you mind just going over some ideas in each one of those areas? Because there isn't a training module on this one yet. Because we have
Ed, can you tackle that one?
I guess let's start from the top.
Yes,
The top one is all regarding the cancel message that goes out back to the business. First thing we need to enter is what is going to be our cancel keyword. Ideally, you want to choose something that's short as possible. Something like that. That's right. And then you're going to want to choose your appointment cancel message. This is the message that is going to go back to the business. So you can use the merge tags that are just above it. Appointment_D is the date of their appointment. First name is the first name of the customer. Last name is last name of the customer, and then their phone number.
Okay.
Next is the appointment cancel key for call. So if that is being read off as a robo, we can choose 1. That would cancel the appointment if they pressed 1.
Okay.
Actually, that one below that is the robo. The one above it is SMS. So those can be the same messages. Just copy and paste that error from the top. And then by default, the system's always going to try to send an email back to the, in your case, a law firm. So you're going to put the lawyer's email in there, or their secretary's email, whoever handles appointments.
Go ahead.
The email from is going to be your business. And ideally, to get the best delivery out of your email, make sure that the @you.com matches your domain. And then you do your subject, and then your cancel email. You can use the same merge tags. You can just copy and paste what you're using from the robo and also from the SMS. And you just replicate that for the confirm and then the reschedule.
Very good. Yeah, and as a matter of fact, this feature, the features that are here, I mentioned this. I'm going to see a doctor tomorrow that I've had as a client for some time, and the savings that the attorney has had from his secretary not having to make all these calls is so invaluable that's why the doctor now says, yeah, he could see saving 1 or 2 no-shows is just going to save him tons of money or make him a lot more money.
So you're saying he's using it now, or he's going to be using it?
I have the attorney is now using it for several months. I'm seeing a doctor that has never seen this before, but he has been around as one of my clients for some time. And a doctor will now be implementing this hopefully tomorrow.
Great. Make sure you test everything before you step into their office. And if you have any problems, hit us up, please.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. In fact, I did this before when I was first setting it up on the other platform, and that's where I burned up a lot of support tickets. But once I had it up and running, and having the feature of where you can put it up on their website, WordPress website, and have a pop-up window always available, or taking the HTML code was just perfect for a secretary in the attorney's office that really didn't have a lot of knowledge or computer knowledge, believe it or not. And
sorry, do you mind if we pick your brain a little bit?
Go ahead.
Because we just had a bunch of other questions come in. What are you generally charging for an appointment reminder service, for example, for a law firm or a doctor?
Well, yeah, the law firm, I actually have that worked into an overall package because I was working in an SEO program for him because he was on page 4. Ended up having to work with him over months. And I sort of used him as a trial. But I'm probably going to be doing about $197 right in that area to keep that as a package already up and set and running, and just keep reloading his text messaging package. That's all. But I think that's not a bad price.
So you're probably estimating once you factor in. So once you factor in SMSs, you're going to be in profit for about 75% of what you're charging.
Oh, at least, yeah, because I don't have him up right now to look at his campaign or his appointment reminder system, but they're not. They might do maybe 20, maybe 10 to 15 a day reminders going out.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. Go ahead.
Did you have anything else for you?
No, that was it, guys, and I really appreciate this system. It's excellent. I can't wait to roll out the loyalty also.
No problem. Thanks for coming along, Ed.
Thanks, guys.
And I did see, for those of you asking where the code is to put that on the website, that's just right here. Where it says get appointment widget and API info. If you copy this and paste it on your website, you'll essentially get this right here, if I'm not mistaken, right, Ed? Is that it shows
That's
up
correct.
just like this?
That's right.
So this will post this anywhere on your website so that you can, directly integrate however you need to with other systems as well.
And I'll confess, I've made several promises to several people regarding implementing that widget code inside of an exe file. I promise, as soon as this loyalty calms down a little bit for me, I'll get that done for you guys. But in the meantime, that can be plugged into any WordPress site or any HTML page that you want it to be on.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it still works pretty well. Looks like we've got one more person volunteering with a mic. I think we'll take Michael on really quick, and then we'll wrap it up for the afternoon. If you're still ready and with us, Michael, you there? Michael's here. Let's find him. Let's see, Michael F. Michael, how are you?
I'm okay. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. What can we do for you?
Well, first, I would like to really tell you I really appreciate you guys, and I'm probably one of these guys that kill your support too. So
it's funny that
I
everybody
really
who's come on and
appreciate
said that, but I mean, you guys can't all be that bad.
Well,
Not a problem, though. Not a problem.
well, it's been a learning curve, and actually, I've had this for a long time, so I really do appreciate you guys.
Well, good to have you.
I just had a couple of things. Is your resources tab, where we can actually upload different documents and so on. It's under the manage and I believe settings.
Settings? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you're saying you want to try to make that so you can have those resources appear inside of the client side?
Yes.
The best way to do that is to disable the training URL and have your own page, and then have those resources which are going to be uploaded. It's going to provide you with a URL to the files, and plug that into your web page. And this will essentially be hosting all your content for your resources. That's the best way to do it, because right now we don't have it available to where you can have it placed inside of their back office.
Yeah, and you know what, Ed? It probably wouldn't be too difficult to have them add it there, and if they do, it shows up right here, right? I mean, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
That could be pretty cool. I definitely see what you're saying, though, Michael.
Yeah, that's one thing I was actually kind of thinking of. I thought that would kind of help me out a little bit. Another thing is I'm a little confused about the training videos, and I've actually put in a couple of support tickets on this. But on the training videos, now, when one of my clients go there, is the training video supposed to actually download or supposed to actually play? Because right now I can't get, like if I'm in Chrome, I can't get it to play or download, but if I'm in Firefox, it actually play.
And do you see what's on my screen right now? You don't have this lightbox set yet? Because this
correct.
Is what from what I know, this is pretty new. I would give it an update and give it another shot and see if you get this lightbox, because before, you're correct, it would, when you clicked on how-to video, it would open up, and I'll show you exactly probably what it looks like.
Eric, in Chrome, it still
full size.
downloads.
Oh, it just downloads?
It downloads the file in Chrome.
Well,
Right.
For whatever
But see,
reason,
in Chrome, it's not even.
That may be a
Firefox is
setting
what
in
you-
Chrome, because I'm using Chrome and I have no issues with the videos. You have to determine inside your settings if you want to have that opened in a new file or if you want to have it opened inside your default player.
Let's see. And, I mean, is this kind of what you mean? It kind of opens up in a full page like this?
No, actually in Chrome it doesn't do anything now.
Okay.
Before it used to open up in full page like that, right? But now in Chrome it doesn't open up at all, and it doesn't download. And I went through the Chrome. In fact, I even reinstalled Chrome and went through all the settings to try to make sure it wasn't a browser issue. So, but then
Do you know what version you're at right now?
I just upgraded it today, and I also
Okay. We'll check that out. We'll get training.
Okay, and
look at.
Let me see. It's just one more thing. Oh, the skins. Right. I don't know. I got here late, so I don't know if you covered that. was you guys ever going to implement any other skins for?
You know, we had somebody submit some. Yeah, we kind of really got swept away with all these other things. We can come back around into that. You're looking for like this with different colors and then themes, essentially, right? I mean, instead of green, you want a blue or a red or gray or something.
Yes. Well, actually, I had really already, because basically they're all images, and I had redid them all.
Right.
And I just uploaded them to the folders,
Mm-hmm.
But I find that whenever there's changes made, a lot of times it'll wipe them out. So,
override them.
or at least, so
yeah,
like,
sure. Well, we'll come back around to the theme discussion as well for this to make sure we can get a couple more than just the green. But I think Dave's view on that is I think like kind of Ed, is there a way that we can make it to, at least if he is using his own images, is there something during the update that we can make it like not override the images folder or something, or?
Yeah, we can.
So yeah, so at least if we did that for you, at least you wouldn't have to replace your images again every time you updated, and it wouldn't override your images. But we'll definitely bring that up and revisit that issue, because it is a good feature to add. So, anything else for you?
Oh no, I'm great. That's all I really was one concern. Those are all my questions.
Well, thanks,
okay,
Michael.
but thanks you guys a lot.
Eric, real quick. Eric, real quick. All those links to the videos that we're having issues with, I wonder if we could set up like a separate page that links off of the Woot University or the university page at the very bottom or at the very top, where it'll just have all the videos listed, where they can go to the Amazon, so they can go to the Amazon page and just watch the video.
Well, I think we were trying to avoid that, because to get full white label ability, if they go to our Amazon link here and see Wrecking Ball SMS version 6 training, blah, 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 whereas here, when you click how-to video, it appears in the lightbox, and
yeah, I'll have to check with
the
Azar.
client is none the wiser as far as.
I have to check with Azar, see what settings they have on their Chrome that's allowing that to show up and what's not allowing it to show up.
So I'm using Firefox here. We have a Infusionsoft is what we use for our email client, and Infusionsoft, if you guys have ever heard of it, it's pretty intense. It's like really intense, but the only thing you can use is Firefox, and they won't even work with other ones. I think Firefox is the most optimized. I don't know if Chrome is any better for you, Ed, but I've found when I'm using Firefox to do my other stuff, and I'm working with Wrecking Ball, it works the best for me. Which I know some of you guys with your situations that's not an option, but if it is, give it a shot. Let's see.
Yeah, and the reason why we don't use Internet Explorer is because it's so behind as far as the allowable CSS. If you try to log into this with Internet Explorer, it just looks so
crappy. Yeah. They kind of fell off that bandwagon, didn't they? They fell off so that they can make Xboxes that can spy on you in your living room all day. What are you going to do?
Yeah, they kind of suck right now.
We're going to wrap it up, you guys. We've been here for a while. We will continue to do these as usual. We'll get this one recorded and posted in the members area. And I would say keep an eye on your inbox and look for another invitation than one just like this next week. Probably around the same time, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. But just keep an eye out, and we'll post it in the members area as well. I hope that works out. Ed, did you have anything before we sign off here?
Everybody have a great day. If you have any issues, we'll see you at the support desk.
Phil, thanks for being here, and we'll talk to you guys all later.